shit.
Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm back. I told you I was coming back for the help a sister out. The other was just kind of letting y'all know that I'm still in the land of the living and I wanted to at least try to get this out. And it'll be a little taste of that and whatever else. I don't know what to. This one I was taken back by a little bit, y'all. Just a little bit. I mean, I really was. Now y'all know I'm not getting ready to read this whole thing. I'm gonna put it below. I'm gonna look and see. I don't think it's anything. I'm not gonna put her name or none of that. But basically, it's a help a sister out, and it's just a rough run through of what we're talking about. She says that she is a first generation college student from the hood. And she says life hasn't been as easy for me because I've been abused sexually, physically, emotionally throughout my life. I've lived with my grandmother until college. When I left for college in August, my mother was locked up in prison. When she got paroled, my grandmother got paroled. She went to her grandmother's house. I told my grandmother, and this is what kind of threw me back when I first read this. I told my grandmother I don't want her, sleeping in my bed. Then she goes on to give the reason, and I'm going to give y'all a little reason. Reason is, I didn't want my mother sleeping in my bed is because she is a drug addict who has admitted to prostituting. She is also sleeping with a man who is in prison, rapist, aka booty bandit. Lord, booty bandit, and I know they don't use protection. My mom knows what he does in prison. Both my mother and her boyfriend are in and out of prison all the time for committing crimes. Let me make sure my shit is still going because I'll be pissed. For committing crimes, she says. What was I at? Rapist, for committing crimes. I know you can't get an STD or AIDS from sharing the same bed with someone, but Nina, the thought of it is just repulsive. And the fact that my mother is always douching and using pussy this is one of my loves, I'm telling you.
What she said?
She said the fact that her mama is douching and using pussy deodorant.
I mean, that's good.
It
can smell fresh.
Pussy deodorant tells me something ain't right.
Yeah, she wants to smell right.
She said it tells me something ain't right. The fact that she's constantly douching and using pussy deodorant.
I mean,
constantly douching is like a ding 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 for me. But anyway, anywho, y'all, that's the first beginning of it. And
you too?
Do what?
It's a ding 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 for you or her?
It's a ding 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 for me on the douching. First of all, I don't know how everybody else handle their coochie do. But I don't, what I'm saying? You ain't always got to be, flushing and,
bad, though.
Deactivating your coochie all the damn time.
To clean it?
I'm not saying it ain't bad, but it's not. Even when you go to the doctor, they tell you that it's not safe to use those douches and this type of thing. Proper coochie cleansing with the rag and getting up in there and doing what you need to do.
You really will get help all the way up in there with the rag.
But as far as like the coochie deodorant, I mean, that's fine. But the constant douching, I don't know. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to put this shit below. Further on, she went on to say that she didn't want her in the bed. She found out she was in the bed. She was pissed. She talked about an incident with some food where she bought some. And y'all see that. So stop right now and read it. So y'all back. Welcome back. Y'all know the whole bit. Y'all had to pause and all that and the whole bit. Okay, basically, my love, my sister, my young sister, I will tell you this. And then I have to say this, if somebody didn't want to read it in case I can't fit all of it below, Again, here we are with another person talking about, she said it sometimes it makes you feel suicidal and you feel like they negative and all of this. I understand that about your environment. And basically the gist of it is y'all, she's just, she's tired of it. She don't want to go there when she leaves from school. She don't want to go home. She wants to stay in the dorm and that type of thing because going home brings her grief. If that's the case, if it's possible for you to stay there, then stay there. You can love again somebody from a distance until you get at the point where you are okay to deal with some closeness or whatever. As far as the bed and all of that,
number one mama regardless.
She do get just one mama, but this again, yes, you love mama, you get but one, but that don't mean mama ain't wrong. I can't be wrong, and a lot of times mama be wrong.
That don't mean she ain't wrong either. She ain't perfect.
No, but she ain't perfect. But that ain't what the scenario is that she thinks she's better because she's in college.
It sound like it.
No, that ain't what it sound like. See, you didn't get to see it all. Well, what about the fact that her grandmama's calling all kinds of names and
her granny cuss her out too?
Well, and then one minute she's happy, nice, and the next minute she's calling all kind of names.
She's older, shit. You gotta deal with that shit when they get up in age.
I don't give a fuck if the Lord blesses me to get 80 or whatever, and let's okay, well I heard that, but what I'm saying is calling her. Now, I already know what the case is. This is a thing where it's probably ongoing with emotional abuse and this and that and other because that's the only way she knows how to lash out or give her feelings or whatever. This ain't nothing new. I'm saying that if you having a hard time being there and if it's possible for you to stay at school, then do that. Or because you talked about work study, if there's a way you can get a job and find you an apartment where you can stay around campus or whatever, then do that. But of course, by all means, if you can stay there on campus and don't have to go home, then do that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What I do find wrong is the fact that you said sometimes you feel suicide. I ain't with that. So, I know things can hurt and people can feel that way, but you just don't do that. You don't think about it. It never gets too hard for you to go to the Lord about it. And so that's just unacceptable. We not even going to even think about that shit. But I do understand, you know what I'm saying, what you're saying. And you are having to deal with a lot. And then you buying stuff and they using you and taking your little money. But yet the brother had some or whatever. It's just, it gets tiresome, And I'm sure you probably thinking about your youngest brother trying to feed him and just thinking about all that shit. Now on the bad shit and your mama's coochie, and how often she mops it. Now the booty bandit, we just not even gonna deal with him at all, cause I'm just not gonna deal with him. But as far as like you not wanting her in the bed because of that, I think it's a little bit more than that. I mean, I'm saying because you said it yourself. I can't get HIV by laying in the bed unless there's some blood on it. You got to cut. You know, and the shit once it hits the earth, to my knowledge. Right, that kills it. So I think it's just some deep-seated shit, you know what I'm saying? Just some of the shit you've been through. Probably when you see your mama in your bed, you're probably thinking about whatever she's been through or done or whatever. And I think the best thing to do is to pray that the Lord take this off your heart, that at some point in life you and your mother can have some type of relationship, including your grandmother. The booty bandit, I'm going to need him to go somewhere and find him a booty and bandit. That's it. He's not an issue. But the issue is that I really hope that you can find some peace or whatever. Come at a point where, yes, these things happen in my life, and yes, I've dealt with this and that and other, but I'm doing something so much better, and I'm in college, and you know what I'm saying? Start something new. You done broke the chain back going. Now it's up to you to try to get your head right, yourself right, so that you can tell your younger brother and help him as he tries to go to college. At least get that in his head that, yes, you can do that. As far as staying there, don't go back. It's simple as that. Don't go back. I'm not going to tell you to go back. I'm not going to be like, that's your mama. You got to. Fuck it. You can love her for a distance for right now, from a distance. It's okay. You still love her or whatever the case may be, but love her from a distance. Same with your grandmama and all of that. Because it's causing you nothing but grief. And when it gets at the point where you thinking about hurting you, it's a problem. Don't go back. Until you are mentally built up, till you have the strength to go. You know what I'm saying? Do school. And I know it's going to be hard for you not to worry about your brothers or whatever, especially your youngest brother. But pray about that. The biggest thing in the world you can do right now is go to the Father and lay that stuff. Give it to him. Leave it there and don't go back. And at a point, you're going to come together with your mom. And there's going to be a point where you're stronger or whatever, where you can be around her. Or when you get your degree and shit and get on your feet and get your coins and things, you can say, well, I'm going to go visit them and I only have what I have, but I'm going to fuck to my house when I'm through visiting. I don't need to lay her. You know, shoot for that. And that's just the way I feel. And some people might feel different, but I feel like it's okay. And I don't feel like because it's mama that it's right all the time. You still have to respect your mother and your grandmother and all of that. And sometimes the best way to respect and love your family members is to love them from a fucking distance. I'm going to tell you, that's just, you know, what it is. That's how I feel about it. Now, baby, giving out, well, what you think? Wait.
Number one mama, she gotta fix that shit.
She don't get number one mama, she need to fix. She need to be the one to fix it.
Yeah, she complaining.
She's complaining.
Yeah.
And that's how he feel. But you don't feel like the mama with the drug use and the prostitution and going to jail.
It is what it is. She's a street person. She probably trying to hustle or whatever. I mean, shit.
But do you feel like it's up to her to fix it?
I either say fuck it and leave the shit alone.
Right. That's why.
Don't worry about it.
But I don't think it's up to her to fix it. I think she needs to do what she needs to do for her.
Okay, so well, quit complaining and get busy then. Shit, kick rocks, go ahead. Shit. You're going to have a relationship with your mama, you ain't. Shit.
And her biggest issue is that it causes her grief to go to their house.
Don't go then.
Don't go. That's the way I feel, yeah. But I want to know for my loves, y'all help this sister out. What y'all think she should do, you know. And do you agree or disagree with loving your family members from a distance if they causing you grief? Or anybody. Shit, if they ain't your fucking family member and they causing you grief, fuck them. You ain't got the, I wish you the best, honey, but over there, you know, that's your zone. Over there in the I wish you the fucking best, Alan. See, you wouldn't want to be. You know, but when it's your family, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different. But do you agree with that or disagree with that? You know, I really think you should just try to see if you can stay there during the holidays and things like that, during the summer, or work on trying to get you a little piece of job, or is your work study enough where you can get a place or whatever. But I really don't think right now that's the best place for you to go to if you don't have to. So I would definitely be on finding out whether I could stay or not. And definitely praying to the Father and trying to get an understanding of what I need to do. You know, but I say love them from a distance. It's just the way I feel about it. So y'all weigh in on this shit. Please help this young sister out. And I have to commend you. Going to school, going to college is a wonderful thing, and keep that up. Get your degree, honey. Get your degree. Please get your degree. Stay in there. Stick with that. Enjoy college. Enjoy it. This is a time that you can enjoy as well as, you know, learning or whatever. So just, you know, hang in there. If you need to hit me up or whatever. Hit me up in an email or whatever. If you got Skype or whatever, hit me up in an email. Give me the name or whatever if you need to talk or whatever. So y'all help this young sister out. Tell her what y'all think. Weigh in and answer the question about, do you think it's okay to love from a distance? Your family from a distance. And basically, that's it, y'all. I'm out of there. Oh, yeah, y'all. They changing the color. I'm going to put the link to my site, but y'all go over, support it. And I got a story on there about the new household on Atlanta Housewives.